Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this week's reading. I will be working with the Psychic Tarot, and I'll also be working with the Soul's Journey lesson cards. I'll be drawing one card from this deck to see what lesson is coming through for this week. So let's get right into it. As always, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate with you. And these are also timeless readings, so you can tune into any reading at any time if you're drawn to it, and there may be a message for you there. All right, so with that, we'll get started. We have one card out already. Just gonna put that aside. What does Spirit want to bring forward for this week? Feel like pulling them out randomly. I'm gonna go with 5 cards. All right, it's quite an interesting combination. I'm gonna show you the cards. This is the one that fell out by itself. This is the crown chakra. Then we have suffering and silence. We have awareness, firm foundation, and once again foundation and achievement. So 2 foundation cards. All right, now you know what's interesting when I look at these cards. The first thing that I'm drawn to here is the crown chakra and the number 7. The number 7 is a very spiritual number, and you know what I'm getting is you are getting guidance with regards to your life path, to your truth. More than anything, I feel this has to do with your truth. Okay, now when I look at these cards, what I find interesting is there is this crown chakra and the magician, which is awareness, right next to it, and then we have the 9 of swords, which is suffering and silence, right in the middle. And both of these, if you look at this image, it's like, you know, it's talking about the crown chakra, and we have the crown chakra here again. Like, I feel that you're going through you may be going through an internal conflict. Your higher self, or the guidance that you are receiving, is quite different than what the physical world expects from you. So let's say you're in a job and you're expected to, you know, continue with this job, or, you know, continue with a relationship, or whatever it is for you, because that is what is expected out of you. That is what society and what your family or others expect you to be in a certain role. Okay, but then you receive this guidance. And you know, because you feel it in your gut, and that feels so right in your heart, but it's contradictory. It's contradictory to everything that you believe, to everything that you've been taught, you've been, you know, you believe to be true up till now. And it's challenging you. And you feel stuck, like there are certain areas that keep you stuck. But you know what's interesting is this guidance. This guidance is there for you. Okay, this is your higher self telling you there is a better way to come out of this mental agony, of this situation that you've put yourself into. Like, she's here, she feels trapped, there is no way out of here. But that's not the truth. I see these steps that can lead her to another pathway if she chooses that. It's like your higher self is guiding you in a new direction. Now, the card next to the magician is firm foundation, but what I'm drawn with this image is the guidance that you're receiving may seem challenging, okay? May seem like this mountain is in front of him, and he's like, can I overcome this challenge? Can I overcome what is coming, you know, what I'm guided to do? And that may be the challenge, that whatever guidance you're receiving, it feels like it's a mountain. It feels like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I have what it takes. Will I be able to overcome this? Will this be easy? Am I receiving the right guidance? I do feel with the cards that in your heart you know that you are receiving the right guidance. But in both these images, you know, if you look at the figures, they're not facing, they're backing us. So it's like you may be in denial, or you may not want to face it. You may prefer not to face it, not to deal with the guidance you're getting, because it just feels safer. That's what I feel. It just feels safer. Even though I'm suffering, it feels safer. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I've been feeling with these cards. It's like you've been receiving the guidance, but because it feels safer and it feels comfortable where you are, you don't want to take that leap of faith, because that leap of faith, as you can see in this image, is like, seems like a mountain. And you're thinking, can I really overcome this? It's beyond me. It feels beyond me. But there you have, we have another, you know, we have these two fours. There's a 4 here and there is another 4 here on this card. But with this card, what I'm getting is once you start taking the steps, it's gonna take you in a new direction. For some, this is about relocation, okay? Clearly, I'm feeling like wherever you are suffering, whether it's a job or a situation, you know you have to shift, but it's just difficult. But you have been getting this clear guidance that you got to do this, okay? And it's leading to happiness. It is leading to this. There's a family here, so it's not only for your highest good, but it's for the highest good of everyone involved. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. Whatever this guidance is, you're resisting it. You don't want to face it because it requires change. It requires effort. It requires, you know, dedication on your part. But it will lead you to stability. It will lead you to happiness. It will lead you to new blessings. Okay, I want to draw a card from the soul's journey and see what lesson is coming forward with this today's message. All right. Ooh. Okay, so we have two cards that popped up together. We have relationships and we have change. The message on this card is, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. And change, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So guys, for some, this is about a relationships. This is about not just one, maybe several relationships. Maybe your friendships are changing because you are evolving. You are evolving. You have a better understanding, and some of these friendships are just dragging you down, and you realize that. Okay, with the relationships card, this is saying the same thing. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good, and this is not to say that anyone is good or bad. It's just like when your frequency shifts, everything else changes. You're not attracted to the same things or the same interests that you had before. And this is again change. Okay, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So change is inevitable, and that's what this reading is trying to tell you. Okay, whatever changes you're going through, yes, it's gonna feel very painful. It's going to make you step out of your comfort zone. Maybe you don't want to face it. Maybe you don't want to deal with it. But that is what your higher guidance, that is what your higher self wants for you. Trust your higher self. Trust your guides. Trust what you're receiving. And sometimes, guys, changes can be very difficult when you have to work on yourself, when you have to bring, you know, even if you're on your spiritual path and you're working on it, it's not always, you know, people think spiritual path is like flowers and butterflies and roses, and no, you will have to go through the dark night of the soul. You will have to go through so many experiences, painful experiences, that help break out, that help break those old limitations and help you set free to be yourself, right? So it's not an easy path, but it's worth the while. It's worthwhile than staying stuck. It's worthwhile than, you know, feeling like you're comfortable, but actually you're not, you know. And I always feel that the best judge is you yourself. Okay, you don't need a guru or someone outside of yourself to tell you anything. Your higher self, your guides, your angels, they're gonna give you these nudges, they're gonna give you these messages, and you're gonna feel it. Okay, you know your truth, you know what is good for you, you know what is not working for you, you know how things make you feel, and it's up to you to make those changes. And yes, change can be painful, but it's worth it. And that's what these cards are telling me. So I truly feel you are evolving. You are not the same person that you were 2 years back, 5 years back. You're not the same person, and your thinking is evolving. Definitely with the crown chakra and these two cards, your thinking is evolving. You're looking at things from a different perspective, and you're guided in a new direction. And it's important that you honor. It's important that you honor the guidance that you receive. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that. I wish you guys the best. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for watching.